through here. I was thinking the game really does love its moments, the monster walking on ahead across the screen, but it's really not actually the monster spawning. It's just a, I guess you could say something like a red herring to say, hey, the monster's here, but yeah. What the fuck am I walking into? It's like a religious place. Probably because it is a religious place. Oh, there's oil. Or torture chambers. That's what these are. Religious place, torture chambers. Same difference. Now, let's see. Join us once alive.
What's the switch?
This is death, right? Here you go.
Help me.
Am I guessing this is Agrippa? This is probably Agrippa.
Who's the switch?
Good night, Agrippa.
Thank you. You have my gratitude. My name is Agrippa. Who might you be? Daniel? Like the prophet thrown into the lion's den? Tell me, are you among the lions, Daniel? You want to stop Alexander? Oh my, so Babylon shall fall, you say? You worry too much. Alexander is toothless without an all. He has fun. That's not very promising at all. The sanctum is basically impenetrable, but guess by all. It could be breached by another, but Alexander broke his, my own, a long time ago. Really? Well, if you tell the truth, by all means, seek out the pieces of the broken oil and mend away. I believe he uses them for torture now. They practically leak madness, which is quite useful, I understand. There should be 6 of them. Look around the choir and the transept. You should be able to find them there.
Look around the chair and the transit. So 2 places to find orb pieces. And orbs need to enter the inner sanctum. Its shattered pieces lie scattered in the torture rooms. Really? Well, I guess I am in the torture chamber, so sure, I will collect.
Daniel, I hate to bother you further, but if you're really going after Alexander, would you consider taking me with you? I know it sounds ridiculous. Look at me. But if you find anything concerning a man named Johann Reich, would you please bring it to me? I believe he was working on a way to help me. A recipe for some sort of potion, a tonic, to free me from this husk of mine.
I'm guessing it's to kill him for good. Yeah, probably. Take me with you. Agrippa, the dying man, seeks a note written by a man named Johann Weiss. If I find a note from Johann Weiss, I should.
What lever? Oh, that one. So many of Alexander's things are breaking down. Look around. Maybe the other room. There are machine parts hidden all over this place. You'll find a way to fix it.
That's some confidence. I like how chipper his voice sounds to what he looks like. I guess his voice is separated from his body and all that. So fun. So I guess we're looking for orb parts and a note, which means these torture chambers are probably quite expensive. Yep, we open from here. So many mementos. A heavy door is blocking the path. Sure, we can roll that. Well, that's the royalty-free child clan effect. I reckon that's from a few horror games, I don't know what's going on here, but here I am. Rocking like a... Gotta stop that now. Let's... yeah, glance around sounds fine. I'll start with you. I mean, we all know there's monsters wandering in here, but gotta deal with what we have to. We need to find orb pieces and the letter. We need to start looking around now. Change your fate. Make today not what it was tomorrow, or something like that. I don't know. rooms one could hide if they desired. Oh, those are shackles. I was like, are those pipes? But no, they're just shackles. We'll check out the second floor in a little bit. I kind of want to finish exploring this floor. Well, Sandy's not going to do well in the torture chambers, but hey, is what it is. Here's a door. You look conspicuous. You're the chancel. The fear had begun to drown him again. He reached once more for the empty bottle of laudanum. In frustration, he smashed it against the bedpost. That's a mighty fine waste of the good old healing item there, sir. Well, Sandy's still doing kind of okay, so we'll continue on the upward trail. Seems like we're gonna be in these torture chambers for a while, though, doesn't it? There's 2 different areas, the torture chambers, then you look for orb pieces in the central hub area. Certainly seems a bit big. Where's the monster? Well, I certainly don't see him anywhere close to me, but the music's definitely playing, so yeah. Maybe it's just trying to spook me right now. Whatever, I'll look around. Will these doors open? Of course they won't budge. You can never open those super big doors. I guess it makes sense. They're openable by one man. To the left and the right, and let's go forward instead. Yes.
Just a little further.
It's like Orpheus descending into the underworld.
Are you hiding something?
What do you mean?
Never mind. Your intuition is remarkable.
I'm not sure I'm following.
It doesn't matter. It's just a myth after all.
What is that like? Oh, that's why I'm seeing the Amnesia monster. 'Cause he's right there. It's okay, a load door should be able to stop him. Even the monster can't go through load doors. I'd like it if that sound went away. Something died inside of him that day, watching the man chip away. I guess I developed it because I forgot to load things. But I was just thinking to myself that the noise was kind of irritating to listen to for extended periods of time. Yeah. It's a nicely bright lit area at the very least. Unfortunately, how are we supposed to hide? This is kind of what I meant earlier by a comment I made. There's some areas that don't seem to be designed around some of the game's mechanics, such as the monster being an area like that. Since he's faster than us, there's not really a way to hide. The monster seems kind of not designed with this game's mechanics in mind. Maybe I'm just overlooking some dumb mechanics that could be completely on me, but it's just kind of odd to toss a monster in a place like this, I guess. Monster came from over here last time, so let me go investigate this direction. On up ahead, let's see what we find. The monsters really like spawning and despawning out of places, don't they? Here I am in these chambers. There's a note here and a giant toy soldier looking thing. The shattered orb. All is lost. I must once again start over. Ever since I recovered the orb first found by Agrippa, I've depended on it for my research. The incident from Wilhelm made me more impetuous, fearing a paucity of prisoners. I proceeded with the final ritual without proper foresight. The orb cracked and fell into 6 parts. So yeah, I'm looking for 6 orb pieces. I get it. There's probably 3 in each location. A convenient number, because I was just mentioning earlier those games that they making you collect 3 things then gain to a point. Oh well. I have tried everything, but have yet to mend the thing. Unless I can think of a way to piece it together, I will have to find another. There's still life in the pieces, and even if the orb isn't restored, I might be able to salvage some of its power for some other purpose. Centuries have passed in vain, and I begin to wonder if I'll ever be able to see my love again. How much longer can I sustain my life? Oh, I'm guessing these are notes from Alexander, who's trying to sustain his life to see his love again.
Find her!
I'm guessing that's his backstory then. You think we'll meet his love as some supernatural living being? It'd be kind of cool to ask. I have sort of my doubts about that. Golden statues. Along with other statues kind of push around. Lamps and other niceties, to be honest. They're nice. This looks like a puzzle tool. Can't get over how much of a puzzle tool this looks like, but sure, we'll move forward, see what happens. Oh jeez, all these lips kind of make me suspect something mighty fierce. Let's go down. What else may be in store inside this tomb besides oil? Guessing this is where we murdered the victim. Wouldn't really surprise me, to be frank. It almost seems like a puzzle. I can't jump over it though, and I can't really do much here as the time being. This definitely seems to be the ritual chamber where we probably killed murder and the warding off ritual, quote unquote, was done. So, yeah. Unfortunately, those pots are made out of some indestructible kind of thing, but doesn't really seem to be much here, though. I mean, there were tinder boxes and oil and all that and notes, so I guess I can't really complain too much, but yeah. So I came from the left, so let's cross over exactly forward and take the path to the right. Winds blowing, air monster, chains. I'm assuming those are from the monster. It might just be an insanity effect or one of those random ambient noises I seem to hear everywhere. Still though, straight ahead. I've taken the right path, so now it's the left path. To the left of me right now is where I came from. Since there's 3 different doors, there could be 3 different orbs, but maybe one of these doors split up because the first door led to an empty ritual chamber thing, so... Welcome to dark crevices of the mind. Where is this? A lot of cogs. There's a note.
12th of August, 1839. Banishment ritual is taking longer than expected, and we have to do what is needed. I spend my time helping out the prisoners. Being around these degenerates makes me ill. None of them even tries to face their punishment with any kind of dignity. They taunt me with their lies of innocence and their cowardly pleas of mercy. What can make a man fall so far from the grace of a civilized existence? They are all wicked men, and I remind myself of it constantly. Still, I am thankful for God sending these monsters our way, as they will serve as the instruments of my salvation. I try to study the different tools in the torture chamber and learn how to use them effectively. Last time was messy, and the effect suffered from my inexperience. When the next warding is to be performed, I shall be ready.
Yep, turning us into a degenerate. All in the name of safety. The excuse that they're terrible people, and obviously the people that we kidnapped and all that. Which I guess goes into the potion that we drank to make us forget what we had done, yada yada. But I think it's good to live up to your sins. And you had an excuse, even though you let fear consume your mind to make the excuses for you, but you know, whatever. That's just a hammer. At least it sounds like something's down here, like a machine, so let's look. It won't budge, which is a shame because that room looks important. Well, there's like, yeah, tinder. I got 70 tinder boxes. Yeah. Let's move on our way. So far, this area is not providing me the orb pieces like I would have hoped. are mechanisms and doodads plenty. Doesn't make much of a difference if I don't really understand what I'm trying to do here, but yeah, I am. And since there's 3 doors, and since this is definitely the place he named, but there might be orb pieces, I must be missing something here. If the last door doesn't provide any sort of answers or clues, then I will come back here once I'm done doing other things, or the other parts of the torture chamber. Maybe this should be the last area I return to. It does have a sort of mystic feel to it, I'll say. Let's go across over here, though. Pressing on over to the best of my ability. Let's see what's behind the last door here. And if there's nothing I can do at the moment, I'll turn back and come back here later. The guy definitely did name this place as a place where orbs would be, and I have.
She deserved it, that little bitch.
Oh. Guess it's the final resting place. Pestil's a smooth hemispherical depression on top. Mentos. Pestil is the Chancellor's depression and in fact an orb. So I'm guessing this is where we finish the game. Which means, are we really close to the end of the game? Or no? Yep, I don't know what I expected. I don't know why I even touched these things. I'm like, well, that's probably gonna hurt, but at least we got a note from it. Mystic barrier blocks a passage into the chancel. So maybe this is where I'm ultimately supposed to go. Not where I'm supposed to go right now. Where I drop off the orb when I've collected the 6 pieces. But would that be the end of the game then? Huh. Things to think about. But that means this next area could be fucking huge. 6 pieces of an orb and a note I'm looking for. That's 7 items. There's probably more along the way. We could have everything from fucking machines to fix and things to open. It's probably a very long, complicated process. Not that it looks like this originally needs to be done there, machines that needs to be fixed there.
Is this guilt I'm witnessing then? If so, blame yourself. You started this. You sent me that letter asking for help, and this is how you repay me? How dare you?
Yeah, me and Alexander had a falling out. Let's go on down. So I guess we need to explore other parts of the torture chambers, find the 6 orb pieces, find the note for that one guy, and then I guess fix up the machines, maybe find a ritual thing. So there's the ritual slab, as well as a machine door that currently cannot be opened. All sounds very quaint. So whilst that might be the end of the game right there, at least leading to the final area, maybe, I couldn't be wrong about that. I guess these torture chambers are going to take a while. Maybe an hour or 2, maybe longer. If I had gone too far, the man was suffocating, can no longer breathe properly between the lashes. Pleased, he starts to look for damage. Well, back to a little dark.
These cells are meant to hold prisoners who are under treatment. The people you send for will end up here. Remember that the confinement itself works as a preamble to the torture, and you should pace yourself. Don't take anyone before they are ready.
Understood.
Sounds from the torture chambers are shuttled in through those pipes in the ceiling. Manage your victims well, and let one prisoner's pain instill terror in his cellmate.
See, you're stretching the realms of believability here, Alexander. I think most people have caught on at this point. Oh, however, I guess our guy is desperate out of fear, not to mention he seems kind of dumb in his own little ways, so whatever. Any orb pieces in here? Apparently not. How about in here? All I found in these parts so far was a single tinderbox. But hey, you never know until you look. How's my sanity holding up? About the same as it was a little bit ago. Either it went up after being brought down, or it's just remained about the same. Still, I'll climb up here. I know what this is. Picked up meat. A slab of fresh meat. Okay. I guess I could put down the ritual thing, maybe? Possibly? It's at least... All these cells are empty now, though. Must have killed all the prisoners.
I know this. I've been here already. I know this taste. A taste of Damascus rose obfuscating the truth in a dim haze. They may sweep the traces from my memory, but my body remembers. These cuts speak volumes, even though my mind remains silent. They will be back. They will be back.
Odd memories you have there sometimes, Daniel. We're not to run up here, it's kind of a dead end. Just going down the stairs so much easier than going up the stairs. Okay. I guess I'll check the other sides of the stairs, and if there's nothing, I'll check the other side in general. It seems like a lot. I mean, I guess I could put the meat maybe on the slab. That's the only idea I can think for it. That I'm supposed to ward a monster off or something with it. But yeah, that's like an apple. Quite the bloody soul. Another tinder thing in here. Convenient because I just used one, but yeah. I was just noticed there's a passage over here, which I shall go investigate. I think it just leads to the other side of the torture chambers. If I had noticed that before, I could have just, you know, walked over here, but whatever. Torture chambers investigated. We also found the portal, but we need to make the orb before such a portal can be completed. We need 6 pieces of an orb, but we need to figure out where we're supposed to go for 6 pieces of an orb. Look at my methods for a second. An orb is needed in its therapies lying in the sky in the torture rooms. Must have been quite a massive torture chamber. That, or they're all very closely together. Let's go this way. Go talk to our favorite guy who is living in an eternal life chained up.
That's good to see. Me? I'm Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. I was once quite important here. Baron Alexander has sustained my soul in this dead husk for years. Who knows how many? Hundreds, I presume. Alexander is quite impressive in many ways, but he has grown impatient.
I guess hundreds of years away for something would do that. Ugh, good stretch. You know.
By me? I'm the next best thing. Alexander really wanted none other than Johann Weyer. You never heard of Johann Weyer? My God, boy. He's probably the greatest man in history. And you don't know him? Or is it the world who has forgotten him?
Well, sir, I'll be on my way for now.
Weyer was my pupil. My pupil. Yes, I do take pride in that fact. Is it so wrong?
No, not really, though.
I found the Mithraeum funds, one which had not been plundered. Do you know Mithraeum? Well, I suppose it doesn't matter. It is an old faith, building temples out of caverns. The Dark Walls being the universe, and inside are its followers, humans watching the sky slowly turn. But the followers do have one thing to allow them a real sense of connection to creation. The orbs.
The orbs being relayed doesn't really surprise me. Now, what I was going to say is there's actually one room upstairs I haven't checked. Before I go all deep down in here, I guess I'm going to go check that out. Partially for curiosity, partially to see if it actually leads to anything. I stuck my way through here before, so that should be fine. Here we go. This way. This area seems to be safe. I'll light this up. Probably don't have much purpose more to come down here, so I won't light much else up. The stairs seem a little bit finicky in this game sometimes. I went at the top because I have enough tinder boxes to light things, but yeah. Sneak through here. Hip hip. Because I'm all the way up here. Wait, yeah, the machine up here. Probably lifts those two doors downstairs, the one that wasn't working. Of course, it's rubble here. Oh, the tinder thing. I'm using a few. I've been put down to 66. Still good though. This door's there that will not budge, right? Yep. This is the machine that's not working. Oh, it takes across the screen. Yep. Well, we'll probably have to come back here, and this probably lifts those two doors down below, but I don't know how to quote-unquote fix it. I guess the only sort of direction I even have right now is to say that I have a piece of meat, a bucket of tar, and I get a bucket of tar, I remember getting that. Well, I'll try some things. Glass jar, hammer and chipper. I'm gonna try, before I go downstairs, I'm gonna see like a bucket of tar or something weird like that will fix this. I must have picked up what I thought was oil and ended up being a bucket of tar or something. Why this would help, but yeah. I'm not 100% sure if the meat is supposed to be used on the ritual slab, but it'd be my guess. It's either that or it's for some other kind of use. Not exactly that, but kind of similar to that, I guess. Alright, we'll go down here. Hello. Finding our way downwards. The light's not badly placed if I have to go back and forth between locations.
You get it. Not many orbs are left. They sometimes consume themselves, or break, when used by an uninitiated. I was lucky. The orb I found spared my life and returned to where I found it. I know because Alexander took it and brought it to Brennenburg.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure that'll be open. These also both have pipes attached. I guess I should look to see where the pipes lead to. They lead into the wall. That's helpful. Well, since this area seems like an important area, I guess I can light some areas. Well, of course, he eventually turns into a mindless monster and starts chasing me, which could very well happen. Over. I guess the only area I can go is over here. Maybe this piece of meat will let me actually make some progress, though. Carefully cutting the man open made me think. This is how a father must feel about his craft, being an artisan, relying on one's skill to perform something so delicate grants a certain form of pride. Oh boy. Learning the art of torture and comparing it to craftsmanship. That's... you had quite the taste for it, it sounds like, Daniel. Obviously these doors will not open. Yep, not surprised. Not one bit. So, first option. The only things I have in my inventory: hammer, empty glass jar, bucket of tar, and a slab of meat. My miscellaneous other items, but yeah. Since there's not very much that looks like we can do, I'm gonna try putting the meat over here. See if we can put on the torture slab to have any sort of response. Glancing through though, I mean there might even be more in here. This area seemed like a suspicious dead end, and there's some definite signs of something more to be done. What to be done, I couldn't tell you. not an option here to use anything, is there? No objects to use item on. Okay, my guess was wrong. But this leaves a curious question that I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing right now. And I guess I can figure it out, but life is sometimes not always that easy. No option to use anything here either. Is there another path? This is where a map would sometimes be useful. Is there like another area that I'm entirely supposed to be going to that's separated from here? Maybe. Maybe not. I could really see it going either way. He did mention more than one place, though. But then, I don't know what I'm supposed to interact with anything here. This may be the final chamber. Maybe that's just a portal to elsewhere. I think it does have the orb thing next to it, so that does imply this would be the final area. All these do-had, these. Actually, there is one clue. Okay, I think I know what I'm supposed to do once this fails. I think this is the portal to the actual final area, and I think he was telling me that there's machine parts all around here. You'll probably be able to find something. Before, actually, let me observe to make sure I'm not like missing any shinies inside any of these places. But I think that maybe it's shinies in the main area, the central area. I'm supposed to carry them up because there is no loadable area between here and there. So if I carry some mechanisms around in the other area, I should be able to bring them upstairs to fix the machines, to open up the levers. And I have tar where I can put them together and meat for some reason. I don't really know what the meat's for, but it's there. So yeah. We'll move forward then. By forward I mean backward. I'm going to look around the main area that he's in. Maybe there's something to make those two levers work, because those two levers probably lower, or they're raised, I guess, the two doors downstairs next to him. It's probably in those two areas that I'm supposed to find the orb pieces. It's all just a guess, but I think it sounds right. So yeah, such filthy thought. Good men can safely cheer their departures, as they are nothing but a burden to mankind. They shall not be missed. Yeah. Sounds like good old Alexander got a little bit too much into his torture work. Strange mechanical pieces. You're what I'm looking for now. Okay, I'll remember that if something chases me through here, there's a bolt on the door there.
Ah, you get it.
Yeah.
I was a brave man and dared to proceed where I did not. He unearthed a number of cavern temples and gathered a whole collection of orbs. But unlike every other finite since the fall of Thomas Raven, he was able to unshackle the horror you and I connected with the orbs. He used them and was able to travel far and wide, beyond the world itself.
Ah, interesting.
Me, powerful. Not so bad. I've done all that I can to escape this prison. But now, I use all my strength merely to stay alive.
Huh. That's what it is.
My pupil, Johann Weyer, said he'd found a way to take me with him beyond the stars. But I was too afraid to come along. Seriously. And now, all I can do is regret it. I've always hoped Fire would return and give me a second chance. But so does Alexander. That's why he keeps me here, as a hostage, hoping Fire will reveal himself.
Oh! Okay. You know, I guess sometimes you really do just need to look
You're a good
up.
boy, Daniel, and I appreciate your company. But I believe you have more important things to take care of.
Quaint. Alright.
You should hurry, Daniel. No time for sitting around.
he's been talking a shit ton. So...
You're a good boy, Daniel, and I appreciate your company. But I believe you have more important things to take care of.
Trust me, sir, I'm very aware. Just trying to get this going now, and I think I get it.
You should hurry, Daniel. No time for sitting around.
Yes, sir, I get it. The only reason I keep on passing you is because I need boxes. Lots and lots of boxes. Let's see. Is that good?
You're a good boy, Daniel, and I appreciate your company. But I believe you have more important things to take care of.
I think it's fixing the machine upstairs. Well, only one way to find out, really. It's to go upstairs. And I bet those two levers will open up those two doors, and progress shall be made. You know, if that was all I needed to do all this time, I'm gonna have to really facepalm myself. But hey, you know, no complaining. Once we finally figured it out. Let's go up here and hope the levers are actually working. There's not anything else I need to do. There could be another extra step to this or something. It's kind of predictable if that's true.
Help her! Find a way!
There goes a flash telling us to help her again, but yeah, will these work now? Aha! They do. It feels so good to get out of the way. Also, he'll get super stuck at another spot, which could very well happen again. Okay. So.
Daniel, you have gone too far. I have to stop you. I can't let you proceed any further. I'm sorry, my friend.
Is that like actually him directly talking to me or another flashback? Oh, I actually have no idea how close to the end of the game we are. I think this is closer to the end as we talked about last time, but since I still have to collect 6 orb pieces and whatever letter, it might still be a ways away.
How are things coming? You got the doors open? Good going. I knew you could do it.
Check to the left and check to the right. I'll take the left way first. I always seem to like checking the left path first, or sometimes I like the right. I guess I sometimes switch it up, but left usually is my go-to direction. Simply because, as weird as it may sound, I like the direction right a bit more for my own personal weird reasons. Okay, before we go that way, I'm going to try and sneak in the dark over here to see if there's anything in this little crevice. I hear water slushing around. That counts for something. Is that a loadable door? That's a loadable door. That's to the transport chute. So I'm going to check out this light over here first. Also, I think it's okay for me to light this. I'm assuming this is kind of our central safe hub still, so... What might this be? It's like the entrance into a well.